back then, right, when we used to travel to Sabah and Sarawak for production, right, definitely we went there, we need to rent a car in order to mobile around, right? So apparently the car rental person, right, told us, if you rent this car in Kuching, you cannot drive out of Kuching.
You're now listening to the Nasi Lemak Podcast. I'm Cynthia.
I'm Shanghuan.
Since it's almost Merdeka, so let's talk about our country, Malaysia. Do you have any memories about Merdeka?
Merdeka, okay. So I wasn't too sure about you, or I wasn't too sure about like people that listening to this episode, right? So when I was a kid, right, thing that I really look forward is during the Merdeka parade.
Oh, yeah,
So
exactly.
early in the morning, you will wake up early and then you will start to turn on TV1, TV2,
or TV3,
or TV3.
TV3.
So there will be a live stream of the Merdeka parade.
Yes, exactly.
So that is the memories I had about Merdeka since I was a kid.
I've never seen the parade in real life before, which I hope one day I could. But yeah, that was the memory of me about Merdeka as well. Like I remember being a child, like very, very young. And then early in the morning during Merdeka, like, of course the TV will be playing the real life parade there.
The live broadcast of the parade. And you know, right, this year, right, apparently I read the news, they actually increased the numbers or capacities for upcoming parade.
Capacities in terms of?
In terms of like the audience.
Oh, okay.
So I wasn't too sure whether is it like capacity for the VIP or like capacity for the public.
I think it's a public lah.
I think so lah. Supposed to be the public lah. So,
yeah.
So yeah, you're right also lah. Supposed to be the public lah.
Yeah, another memories about Merdeka for me personally is that I remember during primary school, right, we have a specific period, right, where everyone from the school, from the headmaster, the teachers, the students, everyone will gather in the hall and then we just go there and sing, like celebrate Merdeka. Like we will sing songs like let's say Keranamu, Jalur Gemilang.
Oh really?
And then Tangga 31, something like that.
Oh,
yeah. And then specifically because of this event, right, our arts class, right, our arts teacher will ask us to design, draw the Jalur Gemilang and then make a flag.
That's the only thing I remember lah. But if they say like gather in the hall, I don't remember I have such a thing.
Oh, I remember clearly that specific one class, and then that one class, everyone go to the hall and then just to celebrate and then just to wave the flag there, sing the song.
Oh,
yeah. And I remember we sang Keranamu, Jalur Gemilang, Tangga 31, but I remember very clearly, like I think most of the Malaysians have this issue is that we only remember certain lyrics, like say Jalur Gemilang and then Keranamu especially the Keranamu especially loud and then Tangga 31 bulan 8 57 forget the lyrics already.
Yeah, correct. I mean, just the specifically that certain lyrics that we remember lah.
Yeah, I know, I feel like these songs nostalgic and up until now it's still very nice. Like sometimes you will just suddenly like, oh, Tangga 31, something like that lah.
I think it's a legendary song lah. I mean, every Malaysian will definitely remember or even ever sang before. Yeah. So
another song that I think quite nice to me is Saya Anak Malaysia. Like we can
this is the recent one, right? I mean,
not quite recent, actually quite some years already. But it's been, like a lot of, no matter what event or as long as it's related to Malaysia, then Saya Anak Malaysia.
Yeah, correct.
This song is nice.
I mean, as compared to Jalur Gemilang and so on, I think this is the recent one, the latest.
But I think we still have a lot more latest. But it's left you like what you mentioned compared to Jalur Gemilang, Tangga 31. Those Saya Anak Malaysia is more new lah.
Do you know what is the theme for this year?
No idea.
JIWA Malaysia.
Oh, yeah.
I think talking about songs, right? I think this year the Olympic song specifically for Malaysia team, right? Team Mas, right?
Yeah, that one.
I think that one is also very nice. I hope they will classify it as a patriotic songs for this year also. I think very nice.
Yeah, so those are the memories about Merdeka lah. Another thing I wanted to bring up in this topic is that fun facts about Malaysia.
Malaysia.
So in Malaysia, we have a very unique monarchy system, which is our sultans from 9 different states, right, will take turn to become the king, also known as
correct.
Agong.
It's a rotations.
So this system is started after we got independence from the British in 1957. So imagine 1957 until now, we are still doing this. We still have this system.
It's a 5 years rotation. So every 5 years we will have our new king, which is also being called as Yang di-Pertuan Agong.
Not every country has this kind of unique system. Like you don't have to fight who wants to be the Agong. Just take turns like that.
I mean, most of the monarchy system around the world, right, is actually the father to the son.
True.
And then it's inherit. So basically, if let's say you have 3 sons, you have to decide, okay, who's going to be the first, second, or even probably who is the next generation. So I think that is like a family system lah. But then in Malaysia, we have a very unique special monarchy system, which is basically a rotation based.
Imagine every 5 years we rotate, and then we rotate among 9 states. And then one of our Agong, right, he actually served 2 generations. He served as the 5th and the 14th of Yang di-Pertuan Agong. He's the Sultan from Kedah. He's the one and only Agong that has served twice in Malaysia as Agong.
I didn't know that. So it's Tuanku Abdul Halim Mojan Shah from Kedah.
Yes, exactly.
So he's a Sultan of Kedah.
Imagine 5th and the 14th. Like
this is a fun fact. I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know about it?
I didn't know that.
He's the one and only person.
I already know in Malaysia got one prime minister served 2 times.
Okay.
Not only 2 times. I think the longest serving prime minister.
Yeah, exactly.
And he still dreamed to be the
3rd time prime minister. Okay. So next, let's talk about our IC. So as a Malaysian, we all have ICs.
Identification card.
Yep. So we know that our IC, we have 6 digits in the front, 2 digits in the middle, and 4 more
digits at the back. Yep.
So we know that the first 6 digits is based on our date of birth.
Yeah, your year, month, and date.
And then the middle second digit is actually based on where you are born.
The states, number of states.
Register the state where you register. And then do you know that actually the last 4 digit, the last digit has a meaning as well.
It's like female and male lah.
Yes.
As what I know is that it will as what they say.
The male is odd number. Female is even number.
Yeah. So that's how you identify whether this card belongs to. I mean, if let's say without the gamba or without the jantina, right? That's how you differentiate whether this is a male or female. Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the middle digit.
Numbers.
Yeah, so I'm going to quickly list
run
through the number. So Johor 01, Kedah 02, Kelantan 03, Melaka 04, Negeri Sembilan 05, Pahang 06, and Penang 07. Perak 08, Perlis 09, Selangor 10, Terengganu 11, Sabah 12, Sarawak 13, KL 14, Labuan 15, Putrajaya 16. And when I was doing my research, right, I actually saw that there's 2 more other digits number, which is 98 and 99. 98 is Luar Negeri.
What does it mean? Luar Negeri means that it's not born or not registered in Malaysia?
Internationally.
Oh.
And then 99, lain daerah, which I don't really have a clear idea, like how do they define this lah.
Well, lain daerah. Like my understanding towards daerah is actually district. District means that between a state there is multiple district. I'm not sure. Yeah.
For the Luar Negeri, right, they actually have a more specific, like let's say which country, like we have like which state have which number, right? The Luar Negeri for the international one, they actually has like a specific number for a specific country. Let's say like if you are born in Brunei, and then what number? If you are born in Singapore, then what number, etc. They have a whole list of that.
Interesting.
So, yeah, you can search online.
I didn't know. I just only know 01 Johor. As a Johorian. I think besides IC, right, probably some foreigners, when they look at our Malaysia car plate numbers, right, before the numbers, numeric, there is alphabetic. Yeah. Before that, at the beginning. I mean, before this, like, there's once when I was working in my previous job, right, there's one colleague from Hong Kong. So the first time that he came to Malaysia, visited us, right, he always curious about, why the car plate number, the car plate design, right, so different. Is that what does A mean? What does B mean? What does W mean? I mean, that time is only like for KL is W.
Yeah.
So that time I didn't really understand what is the difference. So I just told him that I don't know. For the sake, for Chinese, let's say for example, we like 8, and then like there's certain combinations.
Numeric,
But then afterwards only I know like the alphabets represent
the state of the vehicle registered.
Being registered.
Yeah.
Right.
My mom actually taught me about this when I was in primary school. So during primary era, when I was on the road, I always observe the car plate number. Like, okay, let's say at that time I was in Penang lah, so mostly we'll be studying from P lo, so I know lo. But sometimes you'll see some different other alphabet. Let's say A. So my mom will tell me, A is from
A
Para.
from Para.
Yeah. So from primary, I already know the knowledge about all those car plate numbers lah. But there are certain specific one.
Unique one.
Like,
Let's say, for example, recently Gold, Gold.
And not just that lah. Let's say I just know that for Putrajaya, now it's like F or FA or FC. But before that, right, have you ever saw any car plate number starting from Putrajaya and then the numeric number?
I think that one is like for minister, or like even government officers, right?
No way. After I search online, right, it says that when Putrajaya was founded in 1995, so the first 9999 license plate issued is bore by the name of the territory, like let's say Putrajaya 1456.
Oh,
so
okay.
They have Putrajaya 1 until Putrajaya 9999. So after 9999, today starts with F.
Oh, I didn't know. At first I thought Putrajaya, whenever we saw Putrajaya is actually
I thought it's like what you mentioned, like, Gold,
minister.
And then Malaysia, like very kind of unique, different kind of car plate number. But after I search about it, then they say like, oh, so this is the reason why.
Before Gold, right, there is also very unique number called GT. GT is Gemilang Terbilang.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a special unit, and also obviously you need to spend a little bit more lah.
Yeah. And then for Langkawi it's KV. And like what you mentioned, KL, it was W. You know, in Penang, like previously, like what I mentioned just now, mostly we have like a P plate. And then when we see W lah, we'll be like, KL car. And then after KL reached WYY, and then the system switched to V, which is now what we saw quite recently right now.
And I wonder after V, now we already saw like V, let's say VAA. So which means like after
VYY
finish already,
9999, and then they have to switch another
alphabet or even another combinations.
When I was doing my studies, right, I also found that Sabah and Sarawak, they have also
a very unique combinations.
Like ours is like 3 alphabet, theirs is like 2. Is it like Q? Sarawak starts from Q, Sabah starts from S.
Correct.
And then after the first alphabet letter, right, they follow by another letter.
Represent, I think that's what they
division
call
or their district. Yes, exactly. So they have like a list of all their district also.
There's
as well.
another fun fact. I wasn't sure whether is it true or not. Back then, right, when we used to travel to Sabah and Sarawak, specifically Sarawak for production, right? Because we are not Sarawakian. Definitely, we went there. We need to rent a car in order to mobile around, right? So apparently, the car rental person, right, told us if you rent this car in Kuching, you cannot drive out of Kuching.
Oh, I think I heard of this before.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure whether this is true or not, because basically that time, right, we wanted to rent a car from Kuching and then drive to Sama Laju. Sama Laju, which is basically at the Bintulu. And you want to guess from Kuching to Bintulu, how far does it take? How long does it take to reach?
Is it like our state like this, like 4 hours like that?
4 hours is considered sui. Okay, so from Kuching driving to Bintulu, like, it takes 8 hours.
So long?
Yes.
Oh, I know that the district between district in Sabah and Sarawak is very far.
They are very, very big.
But I never expect like 8 hours.
8 hours. And end up, right, we spent 10 hours on the road.
Oh my God.
From Kuching to Bintulu. Why do I know this thing, right? Is that basically we told the person that we're going to return a car in Bintulu. And apparently the person said, oh, you couldn't drive out of Kuching. Oh, so that is the only time I know, oh, there's such a thing.
Then how do you solve that issue?
So after I went to the next booth, I said, I want to drive to Bintulu. Then the person literally gave me a Bintulu car plate.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know, like, whether is it just basically the first booth having a very particular regulations or whatsoever. But then probably for the Sarawakians and Sabahan, enlighten us, like, share with us, is it there's such a things that you can't drive across this district?
So after the car plate, okay, let's talk about the rest of fun facts about Malaysia. So fun facts, Malaysia, okay, in Sarawak, specifically Miri, we have the world's largest cave chamber, 600 meter in length, 450 meter in wide, and 80 meter in height.
Where is it?
Miri, Sarawak. It's called Gulong Mulu National Park.
Oh, okay. Shall we challenge it?
Yeah, one day.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, I also like just randomly like Google like world's largest cave chamber, and then it came out.
Was it open to the public or it just...
It's a national park, lah, so I assume yes. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so other than that, we also have the world's largest flower, which is a
Rafflesia
Yeah, we all
kangaroo.
know lah from
Yeah.
our primary, we studied that.
And fun fact, it's not our national flower.
Oh, really?
It's not our national
No,
flower.
not our national flower. Our national flower is hibiscus. You see,
Yes,
like,
correct.
I didn't say national flower. I said world's largest flower, but not
Okay.
national flower.
So why do I say so? Why do I have to clarify so? Is that basically my UK friend, right? They know about Malaysia is like the largest flower Rafflesia, right? They will immediately say, hey, your national flower is
no
a
lah,
Rafflesia.
our national flower is hibiscus, everybody.
Correct.
And then we also have one of the oldest tropical rainforests.
Taman Negara.
Taman Negara, yes,
Yep.
exactly. It says that it's over 130 billion years
Older
over
than
the
Amazon.
Amazon.
Have you went before?
No,
Okay.
never.
One day.
Maybe one day.
Our team building future.
And then according to the info that I've read, right, it was said that once upon a time used to accommodate dinosaurs in
our
Taman
Taman
Negara. True or not, I don't know.
Hey, like talking about like 130 million years older than Amazon, right? I mean, recently there's also a news that came that shocked the entire world. As in, like basically in Kedah, they found the oldest statues, the Buddha statues, which is like apparently, according to the archaeologists, it could be potentially older than the Siam Reap, Cambodia. Well, wasn't too sure good or bad, but then something to be proud of.
Yeah, I think something left.
You tao lah,
Okay. All right. And then next one, we have some of the tallest building in the world.
Not the number one.
Not the number one.
Yeah.
But we have the second tallest building in the world, which is the Merdeka 118. Yeah, the tallest in the world is the
Burj
Khalifa in Dubai.
Yeah.
So our Petronas Twin Tower ranked 19, which is 452 meters tall, and the Exchange TIX 23. 23rd.
Okay lah. So we still got a few like tall building in the world. Not bad. But Merdeka 118, right? I was really curious. Probably just because of the tiang taller than other people.
Yeah, just that one tiang tong up.
I don't know. Let's see. So basically, that is basically all about our country, and also we want to greet our country happy
Merdeka.
independence and Selamat Hari Merdeka.
Jalo gemilang da 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 da.
Alright, so that's a episode for today. Thank you.
See you next time. Bye bye.